Hi everyone. Do you all remember those days when we went to an Indian restaurant, a banana leaf restaurant for lunch? They would often offer us pickles. And even if we didn't want them, they would just leave it at the corner of our banana leaf. This could be a mango pickle or a lime pickle or even a garlic pickle. At home, our mothers and grandmothers always had stock of pickles made out of leftover vegetables and fruits. They would often be stored in glass jars or even porcelain pots with a cloth covering. Nowadays, especially the younger generation, reject the idea of eating pickles with their meals. They consider it as something very unhealthy because it has got a lot of salt as well as oil, and they fear that it may cause high blood pressure and acidity in the stomach. They do not even allow their elderly parents to enjoy this little wonderful piece of condiment with their meals. Lately, modern science has recognized that pickles are a great source of probiotics. Probiotics are the good bacteria in our gut that helps us to digest our food, absorb the nutrients from the food that we eat, boost our immunity, as well as protects us from allergies. It is so important for our gut health. It is indeed sad to note that our present day generation is missing out on the wisdom of our ancestors in making pickles. The art and science of making a good Indian achar has been passed on from generation to generation. But right now, the link is seem to be broken because of the perception that it is a very unhealthy or condiment. But since nutritionists are saying that it is rich in probiotics, I seem to see it showing up in our stores, bottled commercially. Having said that, I realize that there's a lack of awareness that not all store-bought pickles are rich in probiotics. To have a rich probiotic pickle or achar, it has to be homemade, and there are a lot of protocols to follow if you want them to be really nutritious. I myself make a lot of achar out of lime, gooseberry and mangoes because I grow these fruits in my garden. So today I'm going to share with you how you can make your own homemade lime pickle. Look, these are limes picked from my garden. They are grown organically. So when I pick them for making pickles, I choose those that have a very thick skin. So here you can see I have washed them and now blanching them in real hot water so that the skin turns slightly yellow and becomes soft. After that, I let them cool down and then I cut them to wedges. Actually, you can cut them to any size that you like, but I prefer them chunky. And then, of course, you must de-seed them, remove all the seeds. I'm going to use salt for fermentation. So here I'm using rock salt. You should not use table salt or iodized salt for fermenting because it can inhibit the fermentation process. It'll kill all the microorganisms because table salt has got iodine and anti-caking agents. These are all additives that will not help in fermentation. In fact, it'll kill the microorganisms. Once I've mixed them up all well, see, I've got a nice, clean, dry glass jar. Now, do not use plastic containers during the fermentation process. A glass jar is good because you can see through, that's one thing. And the other thing is, do not fill all your lime up to the top. Leave some space so that occasionally you need to shake to mix it well with the spices. If you have to buy pickles from the store, check and see if they are fermented with vinegar. Store-bought pickles are mostly fermented using vinegar, and the vinegar would have destroyed all the microorganisms, and they will not be as probiotic as the ones using salt. Usually I put aside this bottle for a day or so, and then the next day I would prepare for the next day I'm preparing for the tempering. So for the next day for the tempering, I'm using chopped ginger, curry leaves, cumin, fennel seeds, fenugreek, asafoetida powder, and some mustard seeds. Some red chili powder and some turmeric powder. And yeah, most important, cold pressed sesame oil or gingerly oil. So here I'm heating up about 2 tablespoons of cold pressed sesame oil or gingerly oil. Okay, I've just added the fenugreek seeds. Then next, crackling the mustard seeds. Next, I'm adding the cumin, fennels, and the fennel seeds, ginger, curry leaves. Stir them well, and finally add all the chili powder, asafoetida, and turmeric powder. Once all this is well cooked, I'm turning off the flame and letting the tempering cool down completely. Now that it's completely cool, I'm emptying all the brine-soaked lime from yesterday's bottle and mixing them well with the spicy tempering. Wow, now I'm already getting the rich aroma of the mouth-watering lime achar. Next, I fill them into a really dry glass container which has a tight lid. Next, I normally put it out in the morning sun for 2 hours at least for the first 14 days. The natural warmth of the sun favors the fermentation process and helps in the growth of good bacteria. So here are my lime pickle as well as my older mango pickles absorbing the sunshine goodness. These are my gooseberry pickles as well. They are about 6 months old. For the fermentation process to be successful, we must keep it moisture free. And around 14 days, the pickle is ready for consumption. Make sure you always use a dry spoon when scooping out for eating. This way, the pickle can stay good for up to a year, even without refrigeration. To get the probiotic benefit, you must eat this pickle wisely. It will not increase your blood pressure or acidity if you eat only a tiny piece. It's not your main meal. So try making this pickle at home. You can also use other fruits or vegetables like mango or amla. Do share this video with others and don't forget to subscribe to Arogya Ayur.